Hey everyone, my name is SNAPSHOTS and welcome back to another episode here on the Colonies, my single player Let's Play series. Oh, I'm so sick of these stupid rock walls. Why did I decide to do this? Ugh. I am not very good at making like organic random patterns. It's just not one of my strong suits at all. This is kind of awkward. Maybe we'll bring this down. Put a just a regular cobble, or should we'll do mossy cobble there. But yeah, I find myself like I'm constantly thinking, you know, it's supposed to be random, and I'm very good at doing like patterns and uniform things, and I always like I find a way to make a pattern out of things, and so I'm like struggling and like thinking about it, so that I don't think about what I'm placing, and I don't place, you know, I don't accidentally make patterns and place the wrong things. But anyways, I think we're basically done now though, with the rock walls on this side. And there's a few chunks in this world that they never load on their own. I have to actually like reload all the chunks. There's one right there, right where our water is going to be, and it's very annoying. Hopefully that's just a snapshot thing, and that'll get fixed eventually. It's very annoying. Anyways, today I want to get a bunch of work done here, or we'll see how it goes. I want to get this episode done soon. I've been very busy lately. You know, it's spring now, and the warmer weather has come. My job has kind of picked up. My job is pretty weather dependent. You can't really put houses in the ground when the ground is frozen, and I need houses going in the ground for my job to work. So yeah, I've been really busy at work and just doing lots of like lawn work, getting my lawn ready, taking care of the outdoor stuff, outdoor chores, and just some regular cleaning, kind of spring cleaning around the house. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to record, but I want to get on here and get an episode out because it's mostly just been Stardew Valley lately. I haven't even gotten onto theSirhc that much recently. But I have been doing a bit of work here. I worked on the paths a bit. I connected them to the fields over here, and I continued the path. Last time we were here, we like ran out of gravel, I think was our limiting resource. And since then, I've gotten tons of it. Although I think I'm actually going to need to go get some more soon. So I got this whole road finished, and I continued it all the way up the slope. It kind of transitions to more of a stony road as it gets over to here. I think that looks pretty neat. I like it. I like it a lot. I also went through and did a bunch more terraforming to this river and kind of got the shape all down. We just need to figure out blocks for the bottom of it and then fill it with water, which we can't really do in this snapshot because there are still water update bugs. I think today we are going to update to the latest snapshot though and check it out. There's been a few issues with the last ones, but yeah, look at that. Water update bugs. That should have filled in there. It shouldn't be doing that. At least I'm fairly certain. Yeah, like that should be spreading. Why is it not spreading? Why is this happening? I hate it so much. Hopefully the new snapshot fixes that. But yeah, there's been a problem with the recent snapshots and opening up old worlds. I know in the week 19 snapshot, it just completely reset my world here. And last time I tried the 20 snapshot, the world was fine, but my character got reset. So I'm going to put all of my items into a chest so that we can keep them. I'll just put them out here. I might even empty out my ender chest because that might get reset since that is player dependent. We'll just grab everything out of here. And then we're going to update and see if we have any issues. If not, there are some cool things that are added that we can check out. Okay, let's see what it does. Is it going to work? Oh, nope. Yeah. So we have been sent back in time. We have our iron armor and some yellow leather pants. and a bunch of iron tools. So we have been sent back in time, but I think our world is still good. I think we're fine. Actually, I want to check. We're lagging real badly, though. So hopefully that's not an issue. I wanted to check these, the ender chest here. Okay, our ender chest is empty. It's possible we didn't have an ender chest at this point whenever our character is made, or maybe it did save our ender chest data. But let's go back to the farming village, and I think I see stuff, so that's good. Yeah, I see some markers for a house. I see some pumpkins up there. So I think we're all good on the world. The world hasn't been set back. It's just my character for whatever reason, but we'll make sure here. Oh yeah, everything is looking fine and dandy. I went and threw away all the stuff that I had there. And yes, we have our stuff. Very good. That is not the right sword. We want that one. So let's get our stuff back on. And the cool thing that we got in this snapshot is, what is all this stuff from? Did I just have extra tools in my ender chest? I must have. Let's grab just what we need for now, I guess. We'll grab some fish here. But the cool thing about this snapshot is we got a way to get the heart of the sea. I think those are obtainable in survival now. Which is what you need to make the conduits, which are kind of the underwater beacons. And I really want one of those because we have there's some islands that were out there in the river part, or in that little water section, that I want to get rid of. And I took out like the top layers, but below that, you know, it's very slow digging underwater. But with the conduits, we might be able to dig those pretty quickly. So we're going to go find some buried treasure and hopefully find a heart of the sea. Well, it seems that seagrass is broken in this snapshot. All the seagrass is just gone and replaced with air bubbles. So that's neat. That's really neat. Oh, there's sea pickles here. That's kind of weird. Do they spawn just kind of anywhere? I thought that was only in like the coral reefs. But anyways, we have a pirate ship here. Let's go investigate. I'm not really too worried about the seagrass. Iron nuggets and iron. Neat. But yeah, I'm not really too worried about the seagrass because we're going to be resetting the ocean anyways. So it'll get fixed later if it doesn't just automatically get fixed. Oh, why is that one empty? Oh, there we go. Oh, we got a buried treasure map. Nice. Sweet. All right, so we got our first treasure map. Hopefully that will lead us to something. So we got an island somewhere nearby. Oh, there's creepers. Where did they spawn? I guess somewhere down there in the caverns. Actually, you know what? All these air pockets, mobs can spawn in those, I bet. I'm assuming that's what's happening. Holy crap. There's so many creepers. Which way? We want to go north, that's south. I've already gotten turned around here. That way's north. Okay. So let's head this way. But yeah, I bet tons of mobs are spawning in there. And zombies and skeletons actually sink now. So that kind of wrecks water elevators. I do have a workaround for that. But yeah, the undead mobs now sink when they're in water, which I think makes more sense and is pretty cool. What is going on here? Oh, we got some chunk errors. Yeah, there is some problems with the snapshot. Maybe we shouldn't be in this one. Maybe we should downgrade. That's weird. It's even showing like some weird stuff on the map here. Am I going the right way? Which way am I going? I'm heading north yet. Yeah. I think we're fine. I'm actually surprised that they're having so many issues with snapshots this late in the game. It doesn't seem like they've really changed that much in the last few. Unless they're just playing around with generation a whole bunch. Not entirely sure, but let's go check out this buried treasure. So it's somewhere around here. And Anything that sticks out, it's like right over here. There it is. Yep. Got a sandstone block just sitting there. And, oh, there it is. Well, that was quick and easy. I love it. And look at all this treasure. Oh, that is nice. All right. So now we need some prismarine blocks. We could go to, well, we could go to an ocean monument, but we'd have to kill all the Elder Guardians. I think some of these like underwater ruins though, the little villages spawn with some prismarine blocks. So I'm going to go look around, see if I can find any. I think I even have some back in my chest. But once we get a few of those, then we can head back and try out this Heart of the Sea. Wait a sec. Are my eyes deceiving me? They must have played around with generation, because these were definitely not here before. We have icebergs. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've like seen them in survival. The only other time I saw them was when I created another world just to find them. I got like a seed from Reddit just for a thumbnail. Oh, this is really cool. I like this. I like this a lot. All these icebergs. Man, I would love to build a town on these. Just floating ice islands. Is there a place where we can get up? I might need to dig my way up. That's what it's looking like. Let's go in here and just kind of take a look. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. I like it. Yeah, that'd be cool to build on here. Just have ice ground. Definitely be something different. Well, this snapshot is not stable at all. It is not a good snapshot. I was doing a bunch of exploring and ran into just lots of problems. The world was super laggy. I kept crashing a couple times, loading the world and finding chunk errors. So we're definitely going to be going back to the last snapshot we were in. I think it was week 16. You can even see it like on the maps. The ocean just doesn't even show up on the map. Things are weird. Things are not working well. But before we go back, I do want to check out the Conduit thing, because this is kind of the first chance we've gotten to in survival. So you make it with a Heart of the Sea surrounded by Nautilus shells. The shells you can get from fishing, which is where I got these and all my levels. Or I think drowned zombies spawn sometimes holding them, so you can get them from that. And then we need to surround it with prismarine, which I could not find any. So we're going to just, actually I suppose I could just do give theSirhc, Minecraft, whoops, prismarine, yeah. And let's just give a stack. All right, so let's try this out. And I think what you need to do is you need to make like a frame, and it needs to be like a 5x5 cube. This is gonna be hard without being able to breathe, but I don't want to take a breathing potion because this thing is supposed to give us underwater breath. Oh, that's right. You can't just pop up and get air anymore. Somehow I already forgot about that. All right, let's get our breath back, and then we'll go back down. I'll bring this across. I think this is how you do it. We'll try it out. I don't know for sure. Break this block. And place these. Quick try and build it, and then we'll go get air. All right. One last breath. And then we just need to get the conduit down in the middle of this. So we'll go like this. Come on, place. Conduit. Break this one. There we go. So that means it's working. So that must be, yeah, all of the blocks that you need. You can, of course, you can put other blocks around it. Actually, I made this too tall. Didn't I? Isn't this supposed to be like this? So what blocks do you need then? Because apparently I built it wrong. Or I should say, apparently I built it right somehow, even though it is wrong. But we have the effect. Does it show? Let's see if we get rid of the recipe book. There we go. Conduit power is the effect that we have. We can now breathe underwater. We get better vision. I'm gonna break these blocks to see which ones are actually the ones that we need. See if the thing shuts off at all. It's still going. I wonder if it will just keep going now no matter what. We're still good. Oh. I think, yep, there it turned off. Okay. So that one needs to be there. That's weird. What if I break this one? That one needs to be there. What if I break this and put that one there? I wonder if it's just a number of blocks. Maybe that's what it is. If I break this one... No, it turned off. What if I put this back here? That doesn't work. What if I put it... Whoop, what am I doing? Put that here. Okay. It must just be a number of blocks in this area. Okay. How many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blocks is what it looks like. And they need to be basically in this area right here. So I was kind of right. You just don't need the entire structure for it to work. You just need 16 of the blocks. So that's kind of cool. So I could take these out and this thing still works until we get down to 16, which I think that's, yeah, that's 9. So that'd be 18 if we just had the top and the bottom. So we could get rid of all this, and we could get rid of like that and that. And it still works, but if I get rid of one more, then it turns off. Haha, we figured it out. And look at these stupid water update glitches. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. It bugs me. Water needs to be consistent. Otherwise, it's such a pain to work with. Anyways, so we now have the conduit power, and I wanted to just see. So this is nice. Yeah, this would definitely make it a lot easier to go through here and dig this up. I mean, I could just get Aqua Affinity on my helmet and use some water breathing potions, but this would definitely make it easier. Anyways, I think that is enough of this snapshot. I think it's time to go back and actually get some work done here on the village. And we're back safe and sound. It is time to get some work done here at our farming village, which we still don't have a name for, actually. I'm surprised I haven't asked for one. But we need to name this place pretty soon, so I can stop just calling it farming village. Actually, there's gravel here, and I should grab that because we need a lot of it. This is all the gravel I have left. You know, almost 3 stacks. I guess with this little collection, we should have 3 stacks. I need to go back to the ocean again. That's where I've been getting it all, just grabbing some water-breathing potions and going to the bottom of the ocean. Grabbing all the gravel I can. Alright. And then I might need to go back and grab some more dirt. I just offloaded a bunch of it after digging up all of these roads. But yeah, I want to get a lot of work done here on the farming village in this episode and next. I mean, this episode we probably won't get too much more done. Maybe if we could get these roads on this side, that'd be great. But episode 25, we are going to be doing a tour episode. That's kind of a thing I started back in the Colonies. It's not my original idea. It's not like something that I came up with, doing a tour episode every 25 episodes. But yeah, I think that's kind of a good time to look back at the world. And also I'll release a world download so that you guys can check it out. But that means, like, I want stuff to show off then if we're going to do a tour episode. And so far, I feel like we really haven't done a whole lot. I feel like I haven't got as much done as I would like in the last 22 episodes, 23 episodes. We have, I mean, Starter Island looks pretty nice, Stormy Isle. And we have a skeleton spawner, and we just finished off our trading village, which looks pretty good, but that's about all we've been doing. And then we have the farming village, which we have a lot of the farms in. I think that's looking nice. Now we're getting the roads built up and making this place look a little bit more like an actual village, an actual town. I guess not really a village. We still have lots of buildings. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on top of there. And I mean, part of the problem that I've had with this place is just there's a lot of grindy work. Like I was saying at the beginning of the episode, making these stone walls has been kind of a challenge for me, and trying to get those to look the way that I want and to knock those out. It's not something that I necessarily want to do, but I know that when I get it done, it's gonna make this place look really cool. And that's sort of the mentality, I guess, that I've had with a lot of this is that a lot of this work there's a lot of grindy work, and it's not necessarily the stuff that I am great at, making these kind of more organic shapes. And all these houses, I want to actually do some interior decorating on them and make them look like actual houses. It's a lot of work, but I know that once it's done, it's going to make this place look amazing and just a really neat place to walk around and explore, which is honestly what I want to do. I want to create a world that can be explored. One thing that if you watch the YouTuber Nash Crafter, she's a fellow Decidedly Vanilla member. She kind of brought this up in one of her, I mean, it's probably been a little while now since this episode, but one of her Decidedly Vanilla episodes, she talked about immersion in Minecraft and in your Minecraft builds. And that's one thing that like she's had trouble with, but now she's trying to kind of get better at. And I think that's been honestly one of my biggest problems in building. Like I feel like I can build pretty well, but the biggest problem I have is making my builds feel real and feel immersive. And like I said, something that you can go through and explore. And part of it is like I tend to build just kind of very similar houses, just sort of knock them up really quickly. Knock them up maybe isn't the best phrase. Just like put them up pretty quickly, build them, construct them very quickly, kind of do the same thing over and over. And then I don't do a lot of work in like the details, making the houses feel unique, putting like bushes and leaves. I mean, leaves are bushes, flowers, grass, custom trees around them, things that make them feel a little bit more alive, putting little details like crates and wagons, barrels, all these little things that make it feel like people are actually using it. I tend to, build things that almost feel like ghost towns, and they're just like shells. They're empty shells of what they could be. And so that's one thing that I really want to work on here with the colonies is making these builds immersive. One of my biggest inspirations is actually Windcraft. Like one of my favorite things of doing that series was exploring these worlds and going into these houses, checking them out. Granted, like those worlds, those houses, honestly, it was a lot of like messy building. It was just kind of a mentality of throw things everywhere. They use like player heads that look like books and just kind of stack those everywhere on shelves and stuff to make it look like these houses were cluttered. It was a very cluttered build style, I suppose, is honestly the best word for it. And it's not my favorite thing. There really wasn't a lot of order to it, but it still felt pretty immersive. It did a decent job of making the world feel alive and feel like it was filled with people and things. And I want to create that. And that's one thing that's great about like doing the world downloads is you guys can then come on and take a look at what I have done here and explore the world. And that's why, like, too, when I build these things, I want to incorporate kind of like secret things, sort of like we have the cave with the golden treasure in the starter island, just kind of like a secret hidden thing. And I want to do more stuff like that in the future when we get around to it. Yeah, that's fine. We can just leave it like that. We need something else here. Maybe that. There we go. How did we get on that topic of immersion? I already forgot what I've been talking about and how we got to where we are. I think I was just saying that there's a lot of work done or to be done here at the village, and I've been having trouble doing it because it is a little bit different than what I'm used to. I'm very much more of a functional builder. Like I like making things look good, and one of my favorite things to do is kind of making farms or redstone redstone builds that look good and kind of hide the redstone in certain ways. Are we out of that already? And so doing these builds that are very much just form and very little function has been kind of difficult for me. It's hard to keep my attention, keep my motivation. I've been actually thinking about going and starting a new project sometime soon, either starting to work on the big city over there and getting, working on like storage rooms and some big farms that we could start using. Oh, is that all that we have? Well, I guess that's as much as we can do right now. And there's a couple of other builds that we could go and start working on, but I think we need to just stick around here and try and get this thing moved further along. One thing that's nice about this is there is a lot of things to do. Maybe I'm not as motivated to build these rock walls or even build these paths, although I honestly don't have too big of a problem with the paths. Those are kind of fun to do. But if we do get sick of doing those, we have houses we can build. We got houses we can decorate. We can start planning out this village, which will have, several kind of specialized buildings like a tavern and a church and some shops. I still have my chicken coop over here that I want to make that will be a little bit of a redstone-y project because it's going to be shooting out eggs into the pen, automatically hatching the chickens basically. And then we also have the fishing village over there. Why is that not loading? Come on, Chunks. You can do it. But we also have a fishing village over here, which would be kind of a smaller, more focused build area. Might be fun to just focus on that area and make a nice little spot for some fishing huts, fishing shacks, and some docks. Decorate that area up. So there's a lot of variety in what we have going on here, and I think if I lose motivation, I just need to pick kind of one of the other areas of this place and start working on that. Because as you can see, we still have this whole side here that has a lot of work, making the rock walls, doing the paths, building the houses. And then we also have the keep up there too that we can get started on if we feel like it. There's lots of things to pick from, and I think we just need to stick around here and keep getting this thing further along. And I think we'll just jump right into our comment. I need to go get some more gravel to continue working on this place, but already I think we've got a nice little transformation with the new rock walls. This side's looking a lot better than like that side over there that doesn't have anything done except for the farms put in. But anyways, comment says, hey, some things I want to say. Firstly, why don't you put some iron golems onto the village or into the village to keep it safe? Secondly, channeling isn't the one that lets you fly. It strikes lightning on your enemies. You need Riptide to fly. And lastly, don't kill the villagers you need by hand. You lose reputation in the village, and the villagers lock their trades faster. You can use fire or lava to kill them. That was from Das EP World. So thank you for your comment. I didn't put any iron golems in the world or in the village because they should spawn on their own. I think it's one iron golem for every 10 villagers, I believe. 10 villagers and 30 doors. So I just haven't worried about it. They're in a fenced in area too, and like usually I'm there. I haven't AFK'd at all, so I'm not too worried. And I guess I don't really trust an iron golems to take care of the threat. I guess if I put a ton of them in there, I could oversaturate it and, put my own in there. And that might help keep the villagers safe if we do get a bunch of zombies. But I figured we'll get a few from just natural spawn once we get enough villagers in there and I spend more time in there. Thank you for the channeling Riptide thing. I keep forgetting about those enchants and how they work because we haven't really checked them out yet. I haven't had a chance to, except for the loyalty, which we have on here. We need to get those other enchants. We need to get some more tridents and try out. The channeling would be pretty awesome. It's definitely a good way to get like the creepers, the supercharged creepers that you need. You need a creeper struck by lightning, and then we could use those to get player heads. So that's definitely something to play around with in the future. And then, of course, I want to try the Riptide and actually flying through the air. And then, lastly, yes, I should not be killing the villagers by hand. I forgot that the reputation thing was a thing. It's been a while since I've really done a lot with villagers. So yeah, I need to use some lava. Just keep a bucket of lava around there and set them on fire when I want them to disappear so that I don't lose reputation and they don't lock out the trades as quickly. But that's going to do it for today. We'll end it off here with the sunset. Hope you have enjoyed another episodes of the Colonies, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks.